Welcome to Shadow Daddy Groupies. I'm Raven.
And I'm Kelly, and today we are going to talk about Fury Bound by SABLE Sorenson. Okay, let's start with our 2-minute no spoiler summary. This is the follow-up to Direbound. We continue with Marin and her sassy direwolf Anessa after she learns that she is the long-lost queen of Nocturna. Her former lover and fiance, Prince Killian, has fled the castle and left Marin's little sister turned into a siphon vampire. Marin and her brooding, super hot alpha direwolf rider Stark are now on a mission to help Selena claim Marin's crown by winning over the nobles, find Killian, stop a war with the Siphons, manage Stark's bitchy mom, and navigate the growing sexual tension between them. If you love Direbound, then you'll love to continue the series. The authors don't disappoint with the tension, the action, and the heart-wrenching plot twists. Plus, it has Raven's favorite trope, war camps.
We didn't mention that when we were doing the theories, and I was like, I thought about it several times up until today. I was like, oh, we forgot to talk about the war camps. We forgot to talk about the war camps. I like the war camps.
I know you do.
I like a brooding, mm, delightful.
Okay, trigger warnings.
Dun, dun, dun. All right. War and political conflict, revenge driven plot. Morally gray characters, intense attraction, graphic violence, torture and imprisonment, death and grief, emotional trauma, explicit sexual content, survival themes, high emotional tension. The list that I have here isn't like my normal list, so it
Hmm.
reads different. Kind of crappy. Should probably.
I
Anyways.
feel like some of the spice in here was like bordering on that consent, non-consent sort of. Did you get that vibe?
Um, yeah, it was definitely playful.
Yeah. Um,
Playful.
okay, so overall, what did you think about this book?
Gave it a 5.
Oh, okay. All right. You loved it then.
Yeah, I loved it. I mean, I didn't cry, sadly, but I
Mm.
loved all the twists and turns and I like not Alistair. Which one's the Alistair's brother?
Lucian.
Lucian. I like
Yeah.
him. And I
Yeah.
also really like how funny the two girls were that were writing with them.
The
Vinna,
twins.
no, Vinna and Naomi.
Okay.
They were fun. Anyways, but I gave it a 5. Characters were good.
Is
Um,
it, I think you're thinking Neva.
probably no, the one that does sign language.
I thought that. Okay. Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's
Venna.
Vinna. Vinna
And her
and
twin
Naomi.
sister
This
is
is after
Isabel.
she died.
Okay. I thought her name was Neva.
I'm talking about Naomi, the one that's been friends with Stark his whole life. When it was just those like four, and then the vampire came along. I liked
Okay,
that.
yes. All right. Yes. Okay. I'm sorry. I forgot to write her name down and I now I know who you're talking
Her
about.
twin is
Okay.
Isabel.
Yes. Okay. I'm on the same page now. I'm sorry.
Um, I like the characters. I do. I mean, Stark's a bad boy, and he's got a dirty mouth and some nice fetishes, but he was still getting kind of soft on me. A little cinnamon roll. The protector. Oh my God.
I
Uh,
don't know if I consider Stark a cinnamon roll.
he got a little. He got a little soft.
I
At
think. you were so worried about him being soft that you made this up in your head because he wasn't really that soft.
I mean, not with other things, no. He,
Um,
oh my God,
God forbid a character be nice to the one he likes. Raven
remind,
only likes male characters that are mean and spiteful and horrible to their female main characters.
I want to know what you thought of the book, but remind me to tell you about my, you know how dogs sniff butts theory?
Mm,
Remind me to tell you about that theory I have. Go ahead.
okay, all right. Okay, so I kind of gave this a 4, maybe a high 3.75 to 4. I liked it. I liked it as much as I liked Fury Bound, but there were a few things that I was just like a little disappointed in, and I I feel like they created this miscommunication trope with Naomi and Stark being friends and then Maren getting jealous because she thought they were lovers. But they kind of, I feel like they just dropped the ball on it a little bit because they insinuate that they're lovers and then I just feel like they didn't do a great job like with the whole transition of it all. I don't know. I just didn't like it. I didn't like it. And then I did like Naomi as a character. I know you're like not supposed to like her at first because she's supposed to be with Stark, but then she's not with Stark. And
I wanted a gutter.
yeah, you're like not supposed to like her at first, but then you're supposed to like her in the end. I thought the tension between Marin and her little sister and then her father coming back was like not exactly what I wanted. I and then with Isabel dying, that was supposed to be super heart-wrenching and it was, but I feel like it didn't kill me. It didn't make me cry. And then in the
Mm-mm.
end with Neva also turning, but kind of by
Venna.
choice.
Yeah.
Did I say Venna?
No, you said Neva. It's Venna.
Oh yeah, Venna. With Venna turning, but it was like her choice. I don't know.
I saw that coming. And then I saw
Yeah, I felt like I saw it coming. I,
the part with her dad and her sister. I saw that coming and the sister staying. I kind of know where it's gonna go after this with Venna and Lucian. Kind of already feel that one out.
Venna?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess so because she's bisexual.
Well, he also, it was mentioned a couple times about him like staring at her and stuff like that.
Yeah, I did like him as a character. I thought he was an interesting character. You know what this book reminded me a lot of? The first book kind of gave Fourth Wing vibes. I feel like the second book really gave Quicksilver vibes and
Hmm.
Brimstone, where like they travel to the vampire world and there's like this very sexually promiscuous
What's
blonde
it?
vampire. I don't know, it just kind of gave me those vibes. And
I didn't think about them at all.
mm,
Not everybody can.
it's not okay. I do want to say though, I don't think that just because someone else made a world of vampires versus fae that no one's ever allowed to do that ever again. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just
Yeah,
saying that I just felt like it maybe it's just a tiny bit predictable and it just didn't hit like 100% how I wanted to. I had a good time. I still am gonna read the third book, but I guess I just didn't love it as much as some of the other things I've been reading lately.
I could see why you probably didn't love it. And yeah, I've only been just reading this, trekking along. Um, my favorite part of this book was when Stark and Meryn just did the deed, but they get back and all hell's broke loose in a castle. And Naomi's, I thought that she was what that Lucian's trying to kill or someone or something. And really, Naomi's just fucking shit up and Venna's in there. I thought that was kind of comical. I was like,
And
oh,
she's like holding up her dress, and then afterwards she talks to Naomi, and Naomi's like, "Oh dude, I already know. Like he's totally gone for you. I've known him my whole life. Like go for it, girl." And she's like, "Oh, okay."
I just think it was funny that she was probably, I was expecting like betrayal with Lucian and all this stuff, and we were about to run into something real bad. Instead, it was a real good time, funny time.
Mm.
I like that part, and I liked Stark's. I like his. Oh, can I go to the dog sniffing butt thing?
Yes, go to the dog sniffing butt thing because I think I
I
know what
was
you're gonna say.
laying in bed, and
Okay.
I was like, they're wolves, and I always think about like wolf tendencies and how the humans still have like wolf tendencies because they're wolves are wolves. And anyhow, um, Stark asks her to bend over quite a lot when
He
they do
does.
things.
And like one of the first times they get together in this book, he like goes down on her from the back. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
Bend over.
In the dirt, head down, ass up, just eating her from the back.
Well, he wasn't necessarily at the back hole, but he was going from the back.
No,
And
he's yeah, eating her from the back doesn't always.
I know.
Okay, anyway, go on.
Yes, anyway. Anyways, yeah. I was thinking about that in bed. I was like, oh, how canine of him. Because he did it more than once. And I was like, there. Mm, mm,
Yeah. I
mm.
mean, they did some like chasing, like
Oh, they
she
did,
ran away and he
yeah.
chased after her, kind of like tackled her and was like,
Oh, and she didn't want to bathe, kind of like how cats don't like
yeah,
water.
that was weird for me. I was like, and he was basically like calls her a dirty little whatever because she doesn't want to bathe, and
Dirty
then they have
little
sex on the
whore.
way to going and bathing, and I was just like,
He
eh.
licks it when oh no, he puts his fingers and I licks his fingers when she's that dirty.
Dirty and gross. Yeah.
But
It's like,
he's I like his manly beastness. It's so just like demanding, like demands your attention. I really enjoyed him.
I'm glad you enjoyed him. Uh, yeah, I do like I like Stark. I feel like he's kind of a good mix of that kind of the sweet cinnamon roll that I like. He's like and the asshole that you like. Like I feel like he's kind of in the middle. I don't think he's that sweet, but he's not a complete asshole. I don't know. I feel like he's a good mix.
Let's discuss this dream world and the ending, please.
I hated the ending.
I mean, I think the saddest part of this book was when his mom died, and I was supposed to hate
Mm,
her. But the ending,
I didn't really care that his mom died.
well, it's not for everybody.
I thought it was more sad when Violet's mom died. And I feel like Violet in
Hmm.
Fourth Wing, I feel like Violet's mom and Stark's mom have some similarities to me. I thought it was way more sad when Violet's mom died. Um, but I did hate the ending, and I'll tell you why. Because I feel like in the first and the second book, we had Prince Killian being possessed
Hmm.
by Alistar Brightbane. And then he gets, and then immediately now Stark is being possessed by this god, this evil god. I'm like, we're basically just going to get the exact same
He's
book
he's
and
not
for
being
book three.
possessed.
Kind of.
He's
He was
going
momentarily possessed.
like a millis, yeah, for a second enough to do some damage, but he's going into that shadow world like how she was. And he's seeing just ner Nocturner, blah, blah. Yeah, seeing that individual there. But he's supposed to be bound to the Sturmfrost line, but he's actually not. He's part of the Nocturna, and suppo- he's vowed
Yes.
to be against her.
So his whole life, he has been told that his family line is the protectors of the original Sturm Frost line, which is her ancestor. So he is basically tied to her as her protector, his family line and her family line. And then at the very end of the book, he finds out that is a lie, that he is actually, his family line is supposed to protect this other guy. And so I don't really see a difference between Alistair, Brightbane, and Prince Killian and that whole situation with Killian's line. And now what Stark is going to have to do. I
So,
don't really see a difference.
the only thing I don't either, because to me they all seem like the same bad guy. The only difference
Yeah,
is, I
I
guess,
feel
is
like they're just recycling a bad guy.
Alistair is one of the men that her ancestors slept with, and then Nocturna guy is the other man that the ancestor slept with. So she slept with two different people, and yeah, that's how all this went down. And that is why she got locked away in the tower. And but she slept with both bad guys. And now she killed one, Alistair. Now I guess this one's gonna come up in her other lover. Oh my God, it's gonna be the same thing.
It's gonna see. I feel like it's gonna be it's just gonna be a recycled book one.
Oh
And
man.
I just kind of hate when authors do that.
Ah, yeah.
Like, we're basically just gonna get a repeat of book one.
And then we get all the crystals. And
The
now that we're gonna have
tears.
to, oh,
I thought
tears.
that was kind of cool. The tears. I felt like that was kind of a cool, like, searching for the tears. The tears have different powers. Who's gonna get them first? I don't know. I kind of like that.
I don't
It
like that the
was,
tears, the powers didn't, like the individual powers that they give didn't really come up until like later on.
hmm,
It was like brought on and then it was like all of a sudden, oh, this has this power, this has this power, and all within like this really short period. Like they didn't, I don't know, it didn't break it up, but I guess they kind of just discovered that there were seven of them all at once, whatever.
yeah, I could see that. Um, But it's kind of like instead of doing trials in the first book, you had this thing, and in the second book, the searching for the tears and having to go through things to get the tears. I don't know. I kind of liked it,
Hmm.
but I could see how that felt a little rushed.
Oh, when she killed herself, I was like, you idiot. How dare you break my man's heart?
I know, right?
The
Uh,
audacity.
the audacity.
I was like this I was mad. But I read it and finished it. I was mad. And now I'm trekking through Silver Elite.
We're doing Silver Elite next, friends, podcast listeners,
All four of you.
all four of you. Uh,
Woo! So you can be prepared.
okay. Anything else that you want to say about this book?
No,
I'm glad you loved it.
I'll give it a four.
No, you said you gave it a five. Stick with your
I'll
five.
stick with them at five, but I did not realize some things until you mentioned it. And now I'm like thinking back and I'm like, that's disappointing. But yeah, anyways.
You know,
Yeah.
they could surprise us. Book three comes out next year. I'm still gonna reread it one and two and then do
You,
book three.
you know
I
what?
will do book three.
You know what's becoming a new favorite trope of mine?
What?
Ships.
Oh yeah.
Mother freaking ships,
I
yo.
love ships.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. The what?
Because you know what it is about ships is it's a forced proximity situation.
Give me all the force proximities there.
And it's dangerous because the oceans are freaking dangerous for so many reasons. There could be magical creatures in the water that are trying to kill them. There could be storms trying to kill them. The crew can turn on you. I love ships.
Sh- ships are fun.
Ships.
Ships are fun.
Ships.
It sounded like you said shifts.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna start on how you say wolves.
Oops. Oops.
There's a V in
Wolves.
there.
Wolves. I can't. It reminds me of the drawer, the thing you put your clothes in, all
Oh
my
my God,
life.
girl.
The drawer. It's not drawer.
That southern drawl.
The drawer. Drawer. Yeah, so wolves is gonna be one of these.
Wolves.
I know
Wolves.
I can spell it.
Yeah, well, you can't say it.
Wolves. Wolves.
It's not
Wolves.
an F, it's a V.
And there's an L in there too.
Wolves.
Wolves.
Stop killing
Ah!
me. You're killing me. I'm never writing a book with a wolf in it
Don't let
because
me.
of this conversation.
It's a good thing I'll never be the one to read it, like out loud or whatever, audiobook it. Would you imagine me as an audiobooker? Oh my God. Okay. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Wolves.
Stop.